Veteran Dr. Jennifer Crow from Noah's Animal Hospital joins us this morning, and today we're talking about the dangers that some of our pets face, including getting into poisons. This is really an eye-opener to me because I was surprised, people do use rat poison to obviously kill rats.
Yes. And we see more of it as the weather's getting colder because some of those critters are trying to come inside. But there's been a big change in the ingredients in these products, and it's something that's been going on now since 2011, but really we're just now starting to see the repercussions, and it's kind of scary. We can't treat our pets that ingest this poison like we used to.
Is it because the poison has gotten stronger, or because it's just something, it's just not manageable?
It's a different ingredient. Back in 2011, the EPA started making changes so that there wasn't accidental exposure. And so some of the testing that was required by some of these companies, they weren't able to show that there couldn't be accidental exposure. And so previously, a lot of the rat poisons were designed to cause bleeding, and they would bind up a specific vitamin in the body. So we could just give that orally. If we knew they ingested it, we could make them vomit and then give them vitamin K.
Okay.
Those are not being used anymore.
Okay, so they basically phased that out and brought in a whole new chemical.
That's right. So the new ones are more neurotoxins, so they're going to cause nerve disease and even seizures and brain problems.
That is so sad.
It is kind of sad to think about how we get rid of things that we think is varmints. And there's much less accidental exposure to people and animals. But if we get a pet that ingests that, or even ingests a rodent that's eaten it, there's not an anecdote anymore, and time is really of the essence. So one of the big reasons that I wanted to talk about it today is to bring awareness, number one, because there are alternative methods for rodent control, but number two, keep your packaging. And if you think at all that your pet has ingested it, we need to know right away, and we need to know what ingredient is in there, because it's not the old standby anymore, and time really is of the essence.
Well, what is another alternative? I mean, I grew up with the old traps, the mouse traps my dad used to put up out in our house.
Yeah, and those still work. There's live traps, there's sticky traps, sometimes a good mouser outside. Get a cat that prevents them from coming inside. So those are not without risk to our pets also, but they don't have the toxic exposure that, people and pets can have if ingested, purposely rather than accidentally with residue. So, at this point, a lot of it is clean, close, cover food. Let's try and keep the rodents out, and then the ones that are coming in, let's try to trap them and get rid of them rather than poison them, because at this point it's not worth having in your house anymore if you have pets. So go through what you have, see what it is, get rid of it.
I agree. Poisons scare me anyway. So thank you so much to Dr. Jennifer Crow from Noah's Animal Hospital for joining us today.